Namaste, myself JVN Dr. Surendra Kumar Srivastava from the Department of Science under the Faculty of Education and Methodology, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today we will discuss elliptic function, doubly periodic functions. Let fz have two distinct periods 2w1 and 2w2. Then fz is equal to fz plus 2w1 and fz is equal to fz plus 2w2. Let period has non-real ratio w1 upon w2. Then there exists a network of periods parallelograms. The smallest period parallelogram is called the fundamental period parallelogram. For the function fz, the value of fz in any parallelogram p are repeated in each of the other parallelogram. Elliptic function. If a w period analytic function fz has in finite plane no singular point other than poles, then fz is called the elliptic function. Consider a fundamental period parallelogram of an elliptic function fz. Consider a fundamental period parallelogram P of an elliptic function fz. There are only finite number of poles and zeros of fz inside the closed region P because any point of consideration of poles or zeros of fz will be essential singularity, but P contains no singularity. So P has only finite number of zeros of poles. Since there exists a point T in P such that the parallelogram with vertices T1 plus 2w1, T1 plus 2w1 plus 2w2, T plus 2w2 having no poles are 0 of fz on live boundary of mesh. This parallelogram is called cell. We replace network of parallelogram by network of all cells, and each cell has no poles and no zeros on its boundary to integrate without any problem. Elementary properties. Consider an elliptic function fz with periodicity period fz plus 2w1 is equal to fz and fz plus 2w2 is equal to fz, that is fz has two periodic 2w1, 2w2. We can write the number of poles in a cells is finite, also number of zeros in cells is infinite. Next theorem, an elliptic function with no poles in a cell is a constant. Note that if a function fz has no poles in a cells, it is analytic and boundary in that closed cell by due to property of periodicity of fz, fz will be analytic and bounded in all cells, that is, will be analytic and bounded throughout the finite plane. By Leibniz theorem, fz is constant throughout the finite plane. Next theorem, the sum of residues at the poles in cells is 0. Let delta r be the sum of cells residue fz in the cells. Then by Cauchy-Rossi theorem, 2 pi I summation delta r is equal to integral t to t plus 2 w1 plus t plus 2 w integral t plus 2 w1 to t plus 2 w1 plus w2 plus integral t plus 2 w1 plus 2 w2 to t plus 2 w2 plus and so on t plus 2 w2 to t fz. Replace z by z plus 2w in second, then z plus 2w1 is equal to t plus 2w1, so z is equal to t. Then third, take z by z plus 2w2, so 2 pi I summation delta r is equal to integral t to t plus 2w1 fz dz plus integral t delta z plus 2w2 t plus 2w2 fz dz plus integral t plus 2w1 to t fz plus 2w1 dz plus integral t plus 2w2 to t fz is equal to integral t to t plus 2w1 fz dz plus integral t to t plus 2w2 fz dz minus integral t t plus 2w1 to t fz dz plus integral t plus 2w2 to t fz dz is equal to 0. So 2 pi I summation delta r is equal to 0. This is delta summation delta r is equal to 0. Now we will see the next theorem. For an elliptic function, number of zeros in a cell equal to the number of poles in a cell. Let the number of poles np and number of zero are nz in a cell. Note, pole of order m is counted as m poles. Similarly, the zeroth of order m is counted as a m0. We know that nz minus np is equal to 1 upon 2 pi I integral b f dash z upon fz dz, where v denote cell. Integral is taken as then f of z plus 2w1 is equal to fz and fz plus 2w2 is equal to fz. Differentiate first or second, we have f dash z plus 2w1 is equal to f dash z and f dash z plus 2w2 is equal to f dash z. F dash z over fz has the period sum has of f dash z and fz. Integral b fz dz is equal to 0 since cells b has no pole. So Wm of residue at pole in cell B is equal to 0. That is integral b f dash z over fz dz is equal to 0. So nz minus np is equal to 0. That is nz is equal to np. Now the next theorem. For an elliptic function fz, the number of zero in a cell equal to the number of poles in a cell. Since fz minus c and fz has the same period of f dash z, poles of fz minus c are the poles of fz. So difference between number of poles of fz and number of zeros of fz minus c, that implies 1 upon 2 pi I integral c f dash z upon fz minus c dz, that implies 0. That implies number of zeros of fz minus c, that implies a number of zeros of fz. Thank you.